sports fans, I believe I'm an INFJ Sigma, and I have to say that I must be honest, my family attack me and seek to destroy me every chance they can, because that's the kind of people they are. But all their temptations don't worry me. Even when I was night film manager at Coles, there was a beautiful lady there. She was 5 years younger than me. She had beautiful blue eyes. She was as attractive as anything. And even though she was nearing 50, she looked 19. And for a whole year, I thought she was 19, like a university student. That's how good looking she was. Just beautiful. Though I am not even married to my Filipino wife, though she's coming out in 10 months. This beautiful lady is before me, talking to me for 2.5 hours every night after work. I don't even think of being with her in any way at all, because I'm with my future wife, and that's it. And even though she's there before me, I don't even think any of it. Where I know for a fact, if it was one of my siblings, it would be a different story. It would be a definite different story. So their temptation to me is nothing, because I'm not tempted by it. My mind don't think these things. And they'd be shit worried now, having to live on the street here, right? No money and everything. I'm not even considering that. All I'm considering is there's nice blue sky I can see coming over the top of that mountain. The wind's strong. There's clouds that could precipitate right now, but I can see the sun is coming. That's all I'm thinking about. And in actual fact, I enjoy being here doing this, right? This water, I'm going to try to get it roll and boil, which is going to be hard for the volume of water. And if it does, I'm going to drop my coffee in there and drink another coffee, right? That's all my consideration. I got wood there by the fire dry. I'm going to throw that back in and then dry more wood. And I enjoy being here, right? Just look around. To me, this is beautiful, right? Yeah, it might be out in the forest for someone, I don't know. But to me, it's beautiful, right? I can walk in there and get some worms or snails or slugs and throw them in there, boil them for 20 minutes, right? I prefer the snails. The slugs produce a lot of mucus. But it don't worry me, right? As long as I'm not getting rat gut worm and dying or some other parasite you can get from them, don't worry me. Right? They're good. They're good to eat. They say solid, like a worm. They say solid. It's like solid meat. Where some other things just evaporate out to nothing, just the skin. And even some creatures. I don't predate on animals, but a snake is just a hollow balloon. For the trouble it is, snakes are smart. And if you're trying to obtain a snake, they will fight you for everything they have with everything they got. And then, believe you me, they're not easy to knock off. And they will attack you. And then once you have them, their skin is tough. My knife blunting, cutting their skin. And that's how it is. And then you find it's just a hollow tube. Nothing there to eat at all. There's not an eel out of the water. Eels are solid. Snakes are hollow. And then there's so many little bones. And then they stink. And then there's all the trouble trying to cook a hollow tube. It's just ridiculous. So it's not even worth it. There's more value out of them slugs. Look, I could go over that log and turn it over and there'd be slug. Look, there's one on it now. Look how big that thing is. Let's just go over. Look, I ate 5 of these the other day. Right? Look, just look at the size of that thing, right? Yeah, that's one. Look at the size of that thing. I won't pick these up with my hands because there's no shell. The snails I just pick up with my hand. I'll pick that up with a stick because I won't touch it because that could have rat lung worm and next thing I'm a quadriplegic. what happens is the parasite gets in your brain, because we're not rats, they can't progress out of our body like they do in a rat. So they stay in your brain. And then when your body recognizes they're there and kills them, the toxins flood your brain and make you a paraplegic. That's what happens. If you've got rat lung, you probably don't want to get worm killer drug and take it, because you'll instantaneously be paralyzed. That's just how I see it. But I tell you what, if I would throw that guy in my pot, he would be cooking for 20 minutes. I'm probably not that worried about purging him, because he's not in a household garden or a city. He's just eating stuff out here, which could be rat poop, but all the same. I mean, what harm is 20-minute boiled rat poop going to do? But rat lungworm will knock you off easy. But if I roll that over, there'd be like 20 his size on the back of that. But I'm not going to roll it over, because I'm not going to eat him today. I ate a good 200 grams of them yesterday. I don't really feel like much. That's probably one of there. That's how it is. With ease, I could have 200 grams of them in my pot. And they're not bad to eat. The snails taste better. Snails are more like a mollusk. These are something different because they don't have the shell. But yeah, I ate them yesterday and I felt pretty good. This is how it is. They're everywhere. Those things are everywhere. I could easily collect a kilo of meat every morning from the slugs, because they're just everywhere. Even in the grass, you're walking along, you try not to step on them. And here's my water. I'm going to renew the wood and try to get this rolling boiling. And then I'm going to whack coffee in there and drink it, and then whack all my vegetables, cook it, and then I'm back into the town, take care of my business, and hopefully enact my plan. Thanks, sports fans.